scissors can cut through this canvas. So I want to get rid of I want it just to be flush against the painting. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of white, just because of the gems, whatever you want to call them. This is gonna be more awkward than I thought. Trying to cut this. Bend it because I want to get it as straight as possible. So maybe if I go on this side. I'll trim it up later. I wonder if I can use my X-Acto knife to trim it. But then, I don't know if the blade is sharp enough because it is an older blade. No, it's not sharp enough. You know, that looking better, nice and clean right here instead of having this excess white. Try not to bend this too much. There. Whew. One side done. All right. Yeah, I like that. Nice clean edge. I don't want this one. Even if it would have, or like, conversation's sake, even if I were to bent it you would still see white. I mean, that's not too bad, but it would be bulging because the excess canvas, and I don't want that. No, it makes it look tacky and uneven, to be honest. Okay, on to the next part. Just cut, and if I have to clean it up, I will clean it up. Bam. Pretty much got that in one go. Yeah, I don't really see any white. Okay. Halfway down, halfway down. Let's see. Okay, almost, and done. All right. Clean, clean, clean. Okay. Now I just need this last side. Okay. Man. All right. Clean. All right. So, bam. Look at that unicorn. I just love the way it came out. So, I mean, I would buy from this company again. diamond art painting. The only thing I really didn't like was the fact that it takes too long for shipping, for them to ship it out, and then for it to actually get here, and then there's no real way to actually track where it's at, because the way the system's set up, it's the updates are weird. It only tells you when it left a state, and it didn't even let me know when it entered the state of Florida, because that's where I'm at. I'm in Florida, and I forgot what state these were shipped out from, but it just took way too long to get here, in my opinion. I had bought this one and 3 others, I believe, because I know it was this one and this one that I was doing off camera, where I was practicing my speed at the same time that I was doing the unicorn. And this one I just happened to end up finishing sooner because I was just doing this one during the day. But between my study breaks and the kids, well, child, because the other one is always in school. But yeah, so this one actually got finished before Mr. Unicorn, but I glued them the same day. So I had glued this one first to test to see how long it actually dries before it's ready, and it takes about 2.5 hours using this sealer. It doesn't even really have, I think the brand is Diamond, but it doesn't really have a brand name. It's just a generic label. But so using that puzzle glue, it says 2 hours, but in reality it takes about 2.5, because you gotta wait for the glue in between the cracks to dry. But yeah, so I had glued this one first, tested it out, and then I had glued this one that following day. No, the following day I had glued this one. But yeah, so it was this. I had ordered the unicorn, this beach side with the shell, the clam shells, a turtle, and I believe there was one more that I had ordered, but I don't remember what it was. So that one's a surprise because I forgot. But I do know it was the unicorn, this ocean, a turtle, and a mystery, because I do not remember. But I do know I had purchased 4, and I had got them during one of the flash deals. So I had paid maybe like, I think $6 per painting. I think it was. Yeah, because the total came up to about $30 for all 4, like 30 something with the shipping and stuff. But yeah, so now I just need I'm probably going to either put this in a picture frame or maybe buy one of those diamond art albums that I've seen on Temu. See how that goes? Because I did buy these magnet covers, but it's too wide and too long, because like with the border and everything, it barely fits with like a little bit of wiggle room at the bottom from the length, but the width it's just right. And since I'm trimming them to make them look nicer and more clean, there's no way they're gonna fit in those. So I'm gonna invest in one of those off of Temu, and probably store them in there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So now that one's trimmed, I'm gonna go ahead and trim this one. And I did like the colors in this one, the way they came out. And I was a little bit skeptical when I was doing this one, because it didn't look like it was gonna kind of look like the picture. Because I don't know if you can see it, but let me see. See if I can get it to focus. But that's what it kind of looks like. You can kind of see the clamshells at the bottom and the rocks and the formations. So I was a little skeptical because this didn't really look like it. Oof. But like the finishing product, I'm not too upset about the way this came out because it's pretty decent for what it is. I mean, it's literally diamond pixelated. It's pixelated, but I mean, I like the way the ocean wave, like the line of the ocean came out, and then the deep parts right here, and then the subtle shift in the horizon from the line of the water line, and then the sky, and then the angle of the diamonds. It kind of makes it look like there's stars in the sky, but there aren't really any stars in this picture. So I mean, I'm satisfied this way up, but from here it's like not satisfied, but it is. I mean, it is what it is. So now since I've already angled my camera in a different spot, maybe it'll be easier for me to trim this and faster. So because I'm not fighting with the phone stand. Practically no white except for this little bit right here where there was glue, but other than that, it's pretty clean. Okay, so on to the next part. Okay, so it's pretty cleaned. Yep. Okay, on to the next side, whatever. Okay, seeing diamond art painting, and then it's like .us. So I don't know if they're using it as us or as in like the United States, but I mean they are here in the United States. So I would assume it's the United States. So it's diamondartpainting.us. That's how their email pops up as well too. diamondartpainting.us. Okay. So on to the last side. And I like how stiff and sturdy this feels after the glue is dried on top. Yeah, so I mean, because like it was like a little flimsy, like it didn't have a backboard, but I mean it has this thick cloth or canvas that it's on, that you set the stones on. But once it's sealed with a type of puzzle glue, it just makes it stiffer. So I know I kind of bent it, but once laid down, it kind of flattens itself out for the most part, and it's like it's stiff. It holds itself better. Well, especially this one. I think I had a little bit more glue on this one than the other one, but yeah, they just feel stiffer and more firm. Like they're able to hold their shape. It's able to hold its shape better. You can kind of use these like tablecloths, like a little mini tablecloth. Yeah, I mean it won't be facing the right way, but yeah. If you glue them together, you would have a decent sized placemat. Yeah, I mean, I also kind of like the way it feels because it's not necessarily glossed over, but it has like a smoother texture on top of them, so the diamonds don't feel as rough and they're actually shinier than they were when you first put them on. Like they just have a layer of glaze on them. That's what it looks like, and it kind of feels like. And then it also prevents whatever little bit of sticky in between the diamonds from getting dirty or from attracting hairs and fuzzies and stuff like that. So it actually preserves the quality of them better. And then you got your back. The back is dirty. I need to lint roll them between my kids and the dog. I can never keep any of my surfaces pristinely clean. Yeah, see, whatever this thing is, I can't even get it. What is that? Piece of grass, dried up piece of grass, and a couple of my daughter's hairs, and a couple of fuzzies from clothes and things like that. But I mean, nothing a good lint roller won't get rid of, but as long as this part's protected, right? Okay, now I'm gonna go back to Ariel and try to finish her up. I know I just started, but see how many videos I can get that knocked out of. All right.